to perfect. So only you have something in hand, you can have something to polish, to revise, or even maybe to remake it. But if you have nothing, okay, you are living your dreams, and your time will dream away. So I think we have to be very careful about time. That's during the past days, I've been thinking about 365 days is not long. So I count every day. What did I do every day? I almost write down. And also some reflections before meeting Professor Zheng this afternoon. I learned something. I echoed Professor Zheng's comments. I wrote something. So when you write something, but before that, I just want to find a better way, a perfect way to write. But now I realize, just write. Don't be right. Just write. Just write it.
I think whether he's joking or not, whether he's talking in the guided way and to comfort himself. But Ningqiang has made tremendous progress ever since February the 20th. You came here 20th, right? Almost 8 days goes by, and then he produced something, and I see quite solid for the first chapter, and for this, his first chapter is different from Jing Feilong's. Jing Feilong's first chapter, introduction chapter, consists of 6 pages, which is much shorter than a master degree, thesis. And Ningqiang's is 15 pages, more solid. Okay, this is okay, but this give you a kind of guide or kinds of direction for your second chapter. And I'm looking forward to read your second chapter within 10 days?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay. 2 weeks, yes.
Because
2 weeks. Then another 2 weeks, and then we'll see the completion of your third chapter. Because it's a little bit different.
I have almost finished my third chapter.
No, I mean you are a little bit different because Jing, Zhang, Xu, and Hezang have almost finished their data collection. They have data in hand, but you are a little bit different. So you have to be careful. You don't want to postpone further, right? Yeah. See, Wang Jingli and Yin Jiechong came in. I don't want to talk that to degrade you. I think you can work better. Okay? Yeah. So, Yang Yongbiao, seeing that you were an observer this afternoon, and then spend 1 minute to conclude your understanding. And I don't want you to say something about reflection. Your understanding of my instruction this afternoon to all of my students, because you were with us this afternoon, right?
In my mind, I think Professor Zheng is a very strict tutor and supervisor, and of course, also he's very responsible.
I feel very strange. Why didn't you use Mr. Zheng is a tough instructor, but use the strictest instructor?
And a very responsible supervisor. And of course, he give us he suggests a lot, and especially he emphasized the time. Time is very precious for all of us, and time is very limited. The first thing, the most important thing, you have to write something out, and your paper is writing out. If you do not write, then of course you couldn't graduate. Nothing could be comment or nothing could be.
Okay, thank you, very good, very very much, very good. 但是没有一个人能够说出 今天老师给你辅导之所以然是什么东西。So you must mention about Professor Chen's, professionship. With his rich experience and highly qualified experience, and then he was able to point out the problems no matter what happened to somebody, and then he was able to give you the suggestion. Come to the point. 所以我当然我不希望你们吹牛，但是你们看到这个东西了吗？印象来什么问题我就给大家讲出来，举兵来是什么问题就给大家讲出来。这个张俊明是什么问题给大家讲，包括所有的。殷杰琼虽然他的研究我不是非常非常的熟悉，但是 I always try my best to give you some kinds of diagnosis, you know. Yeah. Even Hassan, we discussed. So to show my professionalism. This kinds of personalities come from my own personal study, personal cultivation, come from my supervisors, instruction, and also come from my reading and learning, etc., and also come from my understanding. And then you go and ask some other supervisors in CSU whether they are so familiar with each student's research study or not. So I understand what you are doing. I understand what you are doing. I know what you are doing. Generally speaking. So thanks for your comments. Professor Chen want to push them to, I don't want to say reflection, whatever, but they want to tell me about the true things about their feeling. And your friend comment care, right? Concern. Yeah. I'm not self-bragging. This is my responsibility. I have to do, but I can try not to do. Your PhD has nothing to do with me. Though, when you graduate and then you say under the supervision of somebody, yeah, this is fancy for me. Fancy. Yeah.
Fancy or fantasy?
Either. Okay. Now, so I would like Huan Chong to make some comment. You've been sitting in this room for almost 1 hour and a half in a silent way, observer and silence is cool.
I think from the beginning of this term, everybody here is making great improvements under the supervision of Professor Chen. And yes, he gathered all of the students this afternoon to point out all of their problems. I think at this very urgent moment, especially for the third year students, Professor Chen's guidance will give them a clearer direction. And I think it can save them some time to solve the very tough problems in their mind. And it also showed the professionalism of a professor. Actually, this afternoon I was also meeting my students, my undergraduate students, for their paper. And I think they do not take their paper seriously. Why should I do like that? But I cannot forget the thing I learned here. I needed to first make them very clear about the structure of their paper. And from their first draft, I really cannot be satisfied with those things. So I needed to tell them what to do for the first step. But I am still far away from a good tutor. But I think that it's really very important for teachers